Hello, welcome to another video by Moxie Marine. In this video I'm going to be installing the oil filter on this it's a LC9 actually, but I've built it as an LS6, but you still must treat it as an LC9. The reason I say that is because the oil filter that fits this oil pan from the LC9 is, I'm not saying it's unique, but it's different than the 2004, maybe earlier LS engine. So this, when I got this oil filter, I immediately could tell that this was bigger than normal, or bigger what I'm used to for other LS engines. So, and so that, I'm not sure what this, it's probably a metric size, but what I want to point out is in the previous video where I did another LS engine, the oil relief, filter relief valve was up in here, and this doesn't have that. So, and I was like, well, where is the oil? So oil filter relief valve is if the oil filter gets clogged up, there's a valve in there that when the pressure builds up, because the oil is backing up behind the clogged filter, there's a relief valve that lets the oil pass. It lets dirty oil pass, but at least you get oil in your engine. And so when the filter gets too clogged, the filter relieves the pressure, and the oil bypasses your dirty filter. On a previous LS engine I built, it was actually a gen. It was an LQ 6-liter LQ4. The relief valve was up in here, and I'll put a link to that video in in the description of this video. But in this block, this oil pan doesn't have that relief valve. It's got a hole up into the other compartments, but there's no relief valve. So I was like, where's the relief valve? So I bought this oil filter. This is a part number, this is what it calls for, 57060. This is Wix. I use Wix filters because they're pretty high quality. So anyway, I bought this filter, and if you look down in here, you see that shiny thing down there, there's a spring under that shiny pedestal there. That's your relief filter. That's your relief valve, excuse me. So if the filter gets too dirty and the dirt backs up on the dirt goes into the shell side, or this canister side, and the clean oil filters through the filter, and the clean oil comes back out through the hole where my finger's at. So if you can see that, there's a spring-loaded relief valve in there that relieves the oil pressure and lets dirty oil pass if the filter gets too clogged up. So I'm gonna go ahead and smear a little bit of oil in the seal. Put some oil in here, put this filter on, and then the oil filter be installed. So I just want to point out that you need to be careful about which oil filter you're using to make sure you either have or you don't have your relief valve. You don't have to have a relief valve, but you run the risk of starving your motor for oil if your filter gets clogged up. Suppose if you change oils regularly and keep a clean engine, you don't have to worry about that. But anyway, just letting you know that the bypass valve is down inside the filter there. All right, let me go ahead and install this thing, and I'm gonna continue. As you can tell, part of this engine is green. I'm painting with primer, zinc, not chromate, zinc phosphate primer before I paint it. All right, thanks for watching.